day, faithful few.
And welcome back to DMS Adventures,
where there's no doubting that it's time for a summer outing. Well, for some reason here, everybody wanted to take the SUV instead of our trusty truck, and I didn't really have a problem with that. The only concern I had was whether or not we'd be able to fit everything in here. Well, so far so good. We got the bodega cooler in there, we got the Jackery, all of our bags. It's not looking too bad. Let's go take a look at the inside. So all the essentials have gone in to the SUV here, and just putting in some last minute items. Oh my gosh, this is it's a little ridiculous. Let me show you. All right, so starting at the bottom here, stuffy number one. There's Malfi Paulo right there. Of course, pillows, and then we got Aurora, Elsa, Anna, Burf, Ray's up there ready to go. And there's Rugged Mountain Mister's area. Check out Rugged Mountain Sister's area. Oh my gosh, Squishmallow, 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 Pillow. Oh my goodness. I don't know that we're gonna be able to fit any actual people in here. Not a big deal, actually. It's kind of cool that we still have kids, you know, young enough that these are the essential items on a road trip. And I know that this stage of life does not last very long. Well, I'm just waiting on the rest of the Rugged Mountain gang to get here before we take off north. That was kind of a big jump from where I left off to here, but we are up in my old stomping grounds where I grew up, South Bend, Indiana. On the south end of it, we'll be coming around, we'll actually be going around it up into Michigan here in a second, but we had to make a pit stop. Yep, we got a Chick-fil-A here that we stopped at. You know, sometimes you get going on these trips and you forget to provide commentary or what's going on. Makes for an exciting time at the editing table.
The kids are gone. We don't even see them.
Faithful few. It is always extra difficult to do a video when you're, you know, hanging out with other people. Just actually try and focus on spending time with them, but man, I knew this was just going to be a beautiful place and a cool adventure, and of course, wanted to share it with y'all. So the reason we came to Van Buren State Park here on the east coast of Lake Michigan was because they had a beach and it's facing west, and so you can see that beautiful sunset going down. some intrepid people that are going to try something in our group.
I'm coming.
See if we can go catch them falling down or something. And here they go, heading up a dune. You got Rugged Mountain Mister heading up there. Rugged Mountain Sisters further up over there. And hopefully they don't bite it into that branch right there in the middle of the hill. Got the 10 times zoom now. See if we can zero in on them. There they go. There's Rugged Mountain Mister. There's a couple of studs heading up the dune. That's it for our beach time tonight. We'll be heading back to the Verbo house, probably for an evening of frivolity, games, laughter, and good fellowship. I'll leave you with the remnants of the sunset across Lake Michigan. Good night, you faithful few, and we'll see you at the end of this fade out. A good night. Well, good morning, you faithful few. I apologize, it has been a pretty disjointed video up to this point. Like I said, it's always kind of hard with being here with other families, just hanging out with them. But it's trying to, craft a compelling story for you faithful few. Don't think I'm succeeding there, but really, who cares when you got that kind of background, huh? Just as some background, if I haven't explained already, we are in St. Joseph, Michigan. And we've come up with 3 other families, and we got ourselves an Air B&B. So we've been hanging out there. Well, this morning we got up, relatively early, for a vacation type of thing. And one of the families was in charge of breakfast this morning. So we had some tasty eggs, bacon, these blueberry muffins that were delicious. And the plan was to kind of get moving and come down to the Silver Beach at St. Joseph to just get some beach time here as we're kind of approaching the end of summer. I mean, some good stuff out there. This right here is the St. Joseph River. And when I lived in South Bend for the first 13 years of my life, I was unaware that the St. Joseph River that goes through South Bend, actually the river ends up here at Lake Michigan. I did not know that. Some kayakers back there. Well, I better be heading back to the main group for 2 reasons. One, if I don't get some sunscreen on soon, I'm gonna regret it with my whiteness. And number 2, Rugged Mountain Mama's probably gonna yell at me for not socializing with our friends here before I come back before too long. So, I'm gonna head back to the group. All right, gonna head back for some beach time. Let's go.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye to lonely nights of last summer.
Well, you faithful few, thanks for joining us here on our kind of discombobulated adventure. I always like to bring you along, share our experiences, share views like that with you if you can't happen to get out. So what have you faithful few got going on here to wrap up the summer? We are at September 2nd right now. So we're gonna start coming into some fall weather, which is great for backpacking. So leave us down in the comments what's going on with you and how you guys are wrapping up your summer. Of course, by the time this video comes out, it's going to probably be like first week of October, but we can look back retroactively. So Lake Michigan is the 4th largest body of fresh water in the world when measuring by square footage of area covered. However, when you switch to volume of water, it actually drops to 6th place, which I found is relatively interesting. Just relative to the other ones, it's not super deep. I'll flash the actual stats up here because I can't remember them. I'm thinking it was like maximum depth of around 900 to 1,000 feet or so. So in this beach of humanity, we are right about there in that big blue canopy. We've got to go over here soon, check out that pier out there. But first, let's see how the gimbal does running down a sand dune.
Having fun?
I think we're playing follow the leader up here, and I'm falling way behind.
There's a hammock.
Oh yeah. Look, we got a hammock camper. Looks comfy. Here's the view south from on top of a sand dune looking down Silver Beach. Talking about Mister wanted me to show you. He is the new director of DMS Adventure videos.
This place is awesome.
Well, we had our lunch, some tasty pizza from a nearby pizza place. It's yummy. Now we're heading out onto a pier. We're gonna walk out into the lake, see what kind of views we get. Want to come along? Yeah, no, we'll bring you with us. Come on. The camera picks up the color difference between the left side, which is lakeside, and the right side, which is riverside. Definitely a different tint of blue. All right, here we are at the end of the pier on a wide angle. Okay, there's looking back at our beach. That wide angle, that's normal zoom. That's 3 times zoom. And that's 10 times zoom. See if we can find our tarp. Coming in off the pier. Another view at the beach as we're coming in. Man, what a gorgeous day, faithful few. This is amazing. In case I didn't mention, it's Labor Day weekend. So a little more crowded than usual, but that was when we had the time and we just got lucky that the weather was fantastic. Welcome out, Misters, jumping waves. Look at those ups. Rocky Mountain Sister's foot. It's swimming like a fish. Finally leaving the beach. Well, you faithful few, the beach is over, but the day's festivities in St. Joseph are not.